Good morning, Jimmy. Thank you. Guys, I just came on live stream. I had a few hours to kill this Friday, and I was thinking I just show this bigger project on my bigger easel. So there's gonna be a big painting with three portraits. So I'm just gonna today work with this one, just big shapes, and just let it go uh, and work more on details later on when the first layer is completely dry. Hi Mosheda, thank you so much. No, this is oil. This is oil, and I have pretty washy. I use something similar to turpentine to get very washy and just cover my big shapes really fast. The big sketch. Now, when the big sketch, my big picture is, I am happy with that, so I can just go and work with other areas. But now I'm going to cover the background also, so we can get a nice contrast between the background um, and the whole figure. So I'm gonna mix. This is my mix for the, I hope you can see it. This is my mix for the whole big picture, the portrait. And I remember cobalt blue, orange I made with these two, cadmium red, um, cadmium yellow, and titanium white. And now I need to mix something for the background. And I'm gonna have to cloudy or cool background. Take a pile of white, blue, a little bit of umber. Just knock down the brightness of the colors. Maybe we darken down a little bit more. A little bit of everything actually. I add a little bit more of the blue color. I believe this works fine. I'll try out if it doesn't work, so I can always change it. And I take a clean brush for this. Yeah, I have liquid from Windsor. That's really good. I believe that's liquid is better than turpentine because the quality of the paint is the same, and I really like liquid. Hey Planeta Arte, welcome. Yeah, I need to get the first layer very washy, you know, almost like watercolor. You can see it's really easy to cover, you know. So the first layer, I always actually do that, and I'm trying just to covering out my portrait. You know, here this negative shape, you can just go how you want, you know, just have fun. Same as here, you know, I don't care about any modeling, any form, anything. I just have fun, big shape, big mess, like here. But when it comes to this kind of stuff, you know, around the nose, eyes, proportion, you know, there's a lot of work, and I need to be more careful and with my shapes, with my values. What do you think, guys, about the background? Is it cool? Is it I believe the warmness of the model with the everything and cool background, I believe it's a good mix, good match. The contrast, I believe it's going to be nice. Me too. I really like to play with the cool and uh, warmness in a painting, especially in a portrait, you know. So now I have only one value to work with, and it's really nice to keep it always simple, especially in the beginning. Don't mix too many values, too many colors. Just have uh, big shapes on the canvas, or on the, in this case, on the wood, and just cover it. And I let this dry for maybe 1 or 2 hours, or 1 or 2 days, sorry. I'm probably going to work on this on Monday again. And I don't know if you can see down there. There is one more place for another portrait. So there's gonna be 3 portraits. I'm not sure for that one in the middle about the background color. Man, I need to paint the other one, and let's see what happened after that. And I had coffee, now it's cold. It's always like that. I forget to drink it. Um, I can bring the camera closer. This is really nice to work it. Inside the shadow, there is also there's also cooler and warmer values. It's hard actually to paint this inside here. I need to and don't overwork my values and still keep it everything together. Yeah, it is. It's like the magazines or malls photos. You know, it reminds me the same. This is a photo from a guy I know on Instagram, and I asked him if I can use them as reference for my painting, and he said, "Sure, why not?" So it's always a little bit tricky with reference photos and the rights about, you know, I'm not sure sometimes if I can use them, especially on from Pinterest. I There is really hard to find the photograph, the photographer. It's really hard to find them, the actual one. Yeah, this is photos from a guy from Instagram. There is a few. I use them um, as reference in my painting. Um, so I changed them a lot. I just designed by myself. I don't go for a 100% likeness. Uh, I go for like shapes, beautiful shapes, and designing my, you know, this kind of stuff. You know how the mouse or the angles gonna look like. I want just to be free, not have very tight portrait, because I'm not a photo realistic painter. One cool thing I do, and wiping off the paint from the shapes that doesn't matter so much and keep them really really thin. It's nice. Um, so don't be scared of, you know, it's oil. It's flexible. You can do a lot of things with oil. Always adjust. Just keep it really transparent. And later on I can just do a little bit of accent here and there to get more something like this. This shadow is coming out a little bit of on the jacket. So by wiping off the paint, I have more room for my for adding some values, something like this. Just separate and go. The proportion is shows more, even with her in has clothes on her, but the shoulders, the neck. Like I said, if you stroke here and there, just have fun. It's nothing to be worried about. So in this really nice that I can move around the paint however I want. I think it's this. I have decided that okay, it's gonna be stay forever like this. I can just move painting the paint around. Um, so this cool thing about oil paint. And at the same time, I'm recorrecting my drawing. Just marking the places like so to get a little bit more like three-dimension picture. Yeah, I'm going to add many other layers. It's just trying to not overwork, but I believe when I keep the shapes and the values together, so I can add as many layers I want, and just it gets more and more interesting by doing that. Um, so this one, I believe it's dried a little bit, so maybe I can also work on this next week. I can show you a painting that's I usually painted like this for a few years ago, and it was just big shapes but more early colors. I used always limited palette, or it calls understone palette, and it's really nice just to keep it, there's almost no details. There is a big dark shape around and here the shadows, and there is cooler and warmer dark tone, and there is one more between, and there is my light shape and my highlight, and I do the same with the other area. But too much. The difference just too obvious, and this one is more modern photo, and it's cool to play with the idea of not always doing the same over and over. I want to be able to and flexible to change uh, at any time. My goal for this year is to paint 100 portraits. I maybe painted like 10, 12 now. And also paint like 8 or 10 bigger portraits, and apply for an exhibition, maybe a group exhibition. So that's the goal for this year. I have I hope I get the opportunity and the time for that. So with this liquid I got here, it's like turpentine, but better than turpentine. So it's nice to actually it dries really really fast. So if I want to add more layers same day, so it's probably can do that. I just want to add a little bit of detail for the glasses. Hope you can see it. I'm trying to just get close up. There's a nice reflecting light coming from this side. It's a bit lighter inside the glasses here. I can let it go with some, just little bit of details for the glasses, just get to nicer and correct proportions. But I'm almost there. So I'm going to actually let it dry for a few days. And the shadow of the glasses. Can blend with my fingers a little bit. The edges. Just want to, I don't want to something from the shadow shapes coming, jumping out too much. Want to keep it really even and like the same value. That's it, guys, for today. It's so almost 1 hour to decover the big shapes. I'm happy with it. I hope you enjoyed. this short live stream, and I'm planning in the future doing more live stream, but there's other stuff I need to do during the day, during the week, and I don't know exactly how my schedule look like, but I've tried to go live sometimes. Thank you so much, Amy, and thank you all others guys who joined the live stream. I hope see you in the next one, and take care and have a nice weekend, and keep creating paintings. Happy painting. Take care, guys. Bye.